Welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop. And with the release of The Exorcist Believer on the horizon, I thought it would be a great time to hop into our mint-flavored time machine and head back to 1973, where we're going to check out the original film. It's one of the scariest movies ever made. My review of the 1973 supernatural horror film, The Exorcist, coming up now. In Georgetown, Washington, D.C., actress Chris McNeil is filming a new movie and renting a house in the town along with her 12-year-old daughter, Reagan. When Reagan starts not feeling well and odd things begin to happen, Chris takes her to doctors, and after a bunch of medical tests, there's no physical cause. When the girl becomes violent and starts to develop sores all over her body, Chris calls in the help of Father Karras, who confirms Reagan has been possessed by a demon, and the only way to save her is with an exorcism. So what did I think of The Exorcist? I thought it's an outstanding and spine-chilling supernatural horror film. The film is based on the 1971 novel of the same name, written by William Peter Blatty, who also wrote the screenplay. It's directed by William Friedkin, who, other than this film, is known for directing films such as The French Connection, Cruising, Bug, and Killer Joe. The Exorcist was released on December 26, 1973, and while it had mostly mixed reviews with critics, it became a cultural phenomenon with audiences, or at least those who didn't faint or have to run to the bathroom from nausea. With so much build-up and controversy surrounding the film over the years, it's hard to believe that it could live up to all that hype, but it certainly does. It definitely has inspired many other possession and horror films over the years. The cinematography here looks fantastic and showcases some of the most iconic, frightening images in cinema history, one of which on my first viewing being the face of a demon that had me thinking of it and shuddering about it weeks afterwards. The special effects are all practical and look spectacular, as does the makeup, making the possessed Reagan true nightmare fuel. It's definitely a crazy ride, including the famous scenes of Reagan's head spinning, projectile vomiting on the priest, and spider walking down the stairs. There's also a shocking use of a crucifix, and of course the third act with the exorcism itself is thrilling and scary. The pacing is spectacular as it builds up the tension into these wild moments and always had me on the edge of my seat. Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells has become an iconic horror theme song over the years as well. Great performances from the cast, starring Ellen Burstyn as Chris McNeil, the atheist actress and divorced mother renting a house in D.C. who has no clue what's wrong with her daughter, Linda Blair as Reagan McNeil, the 12-year-old girl who becomes possessed by a demon, Jason Miller as Father/Dr. Damien Karras, a psychiatrist who counsels priests and is having a crisis of faith, Max von Sydow as Father Lancaster Marin, a Catholic priest summoned for the case because he's performed an exorcism before, and Lee J. Cobb as Lieutenant William F. Kinderman, the homicide detective interested in the case. The Exorcist was nominated for 10 Academy Awards, including Best Film Editing, Cinematography, Art Direction, Supporting Actress for Blair, Supporting Actor for Miller, Best Actress for Burstyn, Best Director, and of course, Best Picture. It won 2 Oscars, Best Screenplay and Best Sound. In 2010, the film was selected by the Library of Congress to enter the National Film Registry. The Exorcist made me want to take a shower immediately after watching it, and is easily one of, if not the, scariest films I've ever seen. Number-wise, you know I'm giving it a 10 out of 10, which gives it the A-list rating of A-list approved. That's right, it gets the A-list seal of approval. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe right here on YouTube. YouTube.com/WestsideOf515. Like the show on Facebook, Facebook.com/WestTruePlaylist. And of course, you can follow me on the X, Instagram, and Letterboxd at WestSayList. Until next time, Troop out.